Just to clarify, does this resolution include agencies whose budget does not come from the GAA, like income-generating agencies, but whose... If we're talking of transparency, di ba, dapat kasama yung mga kinikita nila, katulad ng
PAGCOR,
Games and Amusement Board, PAGCOR, si Supreme Court.
Di talaga makamove on si Senador Sotto sa Korte Suprema. Gusto niya talaga silipin ang budget ng Korte Suprema kung paano nila gagastusin daw.
Si Supreme Court, the devil is in how it is done.
Well, Mr. President, the concept that we are applying through this resolution is along the way, Mr. President, the public will now have the ability to follow because the information is already uploaded to the website. So they can follow the changes in the GAP, they can even follow the changes in the Senate Committee Report, they can even follow the changes in the Senate third reading version.
And how it is being done.
Yes.
Correct.
So pagpasok nila, Mr. President, sa Bicameral Conference Committee, they already have a view of the disagreeing provisions between the House and the Senate. So that's what's important. Actually, Mr. President, what's important here is the information prior to the actual Bicameral Conference Committee para masusundan nila if ever there are once again changes in the Bicameral Conference Committee, masusundan nila yung changes because they have the information prior to the Bicameral Conference Committee.
Okay.
So that's
I will wait for the period of amendments and I will propose an amendment. Just to clarify, does this resolution include agencies whose budget does not come from the GAA, like income-generating agencies, but whose funds are nonetheless public, but ano yan? If we're talking of transparency, di ba, dapat kasama yung mga kinikita nila, katulad ng
PAGCOR,
Games and Amusement Board, PAGCOR,
the PCSO.
PCSO, MTRCB, si Supreme Court.
No, Mr. President, since there...
Billion yun sa Supreme
Yeah,
Court.
I agree, Mr. President. GOCCs that you mentioned, they don't come to the Senate, to Congress, both houses, to authorize their budget, Mr. President, since there are, they have a corporate-like body, Mr. President. It's their own board that approves their budget and their expenditures, Mr. President. So it does not include the GOCCs, Mr. President.
They appear during budget
Only certain
because of the budget.
only certain GOCCs like PNOC, Mr. President, NEA, National Electrification Authority, but the other GOCCs, especially the ones created by the SEC, they don't come to the Senate, Mr. President. Like PAGCOR, di naman ho sila pumupunta dito. So
you're saying that in the GAA, whether it's transparency or not, the GAA-like incoming generating agencies whose funds are nonetheless public are not included in this transparency proposal of ours.
But Mr. President, because they're not, their budget is not being appropriated by Congress, and we're not authorizing their expenditures, so they don't come here, Mr. President. So they come to Congress to get their authorization on their budget. Only certain, Mr. President, like National Electrification Authority, which is a GOCC that comes here and requests for their budget. So we will publish their budget request, Mr. President.
Is there no chance for us to say that even though they do not pass through the GAA, but still those are public funds?
That's a very good suggestion, Mr. President.
Dapat sila, they should be encouraged to follow the lead of the House of Representatives and the Senate in being transparent in the use of public funds.
But Mr. President, I totally agree with our good minority leader because even though they are a corporate-like entity that has that has their own board, and I am one of those who believe in that measure, Mr. President.
Very good. Thank you very much then. Just one final question. Will there be any penalties for agencies that fail to comply or are delayed in their compliance?
Well, Mr. President, since this will be the coverage of this bill is the Senate and the House of Representatives, Mr. President. So we have our own administrative mechanism to penalize those who do not follow this resolution, Mr. President. Admittedly, Mr. President, after approving this resolution, it is now the offices of our respective Congresses that will operationalize this resolution. For example, Mr. President, the LBRMO will be part of this operationalization. The Bills and Index, the IT office of our Senate will be part of this because they'll be the ones digitalizing the information, uploading the information. So all of these offices now will be mandated after approval of this resolution, Mr. President.
But your answer is a polite no.
But Mr. President, pag may hindi sumunod dito sa atin, meron naman tayong administrative mechanism. Pwede naman silang mamemohan o ma-suspend o ma-penalize, Mr. President. What's important now is there's a legal basis for these offices to follow. No, yun ang importante.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to our
the
minority
gentleman
leader.
from the city of Valenzuela. I look forward to the period of amendments. I will propose an amendment.
Thank you, Mr.